Hello, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, Apache attack helicopters, and everything in between. We have another dev blog for you guys today. We're going through the Daunted Meta Q&A. New meta lowercase answers. God, these devs sometimes, man, I love it. This is cool. This is gonna be my thumbnail, guys. Very cool. If you're wondering what the thumbnail is, it's from here. I stole it. All right. Yeah, so this is going to be a dev vlog. We're going to be going through everything. So, greetings, commanders. We're getting close to a major enlisted update. Oh, yeah? Close? What does close mean? Dark flow? Huh? Okay. Yeah, so they're going to be merging campaigns. We already know about this. If you don't know about this, you're living under a rock. I got like 10 videos going over this stuff. I want to see the Q&A. So, we're going to go through the Q&A. This is all the extra stuff. So, your progress, it's transferring over. I think there's something in here I read that was important. Also, I've already done a video, or not a video, but I did a recording of this, and it was like 15 minutes, so I'm trying to go quick here. If a certain weapon model has been unlocked in one campaign and not yet in another, then in the new Enlisted, it will be unlocked in the corresponding country. We will transfer even unfinished progress so you can keep going from where you were before. Okay, so this is really important, because if you guys play multiple campaigns, then you want to focus one campaign. Or alternatively, you want to focus on getting certain unlocks in different campaigns. So like in Normandy, if you can grind all the way to top tier, then all that stuff's going to transfer, which is going to be a lot better than if you're playing the Pacific and you're grinding stuff that has already been unlocked. Does that make sense? You don't want to unlock stuff that you already have in the current system, because that stuff's not going to matter. It's not going to transfer. You're wasting your goddamn time. You want to unlock stuff that is new, right? Because if you unlock the M2 carbine in Normandy, but you don't have it in the Pacific, you still get it in the new system, and it's fully unlocked, which is awesome. Okay? Great. Weapons, vehicle squads, and their slots, all transferring. If you're wondering about squad slots, we will transfer squad slots to each country from the campaign of the highest number open. For the others, we will return the gold spent in its full amount. In the new country system, you'll be able to purchase 4 slots on top of the available slots. This is worded really poorly. One of the helpers, Euthymia, in my Discord channel that you guys should join, ask questions, and bother them. But they said that it's worded poorly, and it just combines all of your squad slots. That is how I took it. That is how they seem to describe it. So if you have 3 squad slots and then 1 squad slot, then it combines to be 4 squad slots. So like 3 in Stalingrad, 1 in Moscow, it combines to be 4 slots total, which is the max that you can have. All the extra ones get transferred, or they get refunded, for the full amount. We're gonna have a unified currency. It's silver. Man, it's like I wrote this dev blog. You can use it to purchase equipment and weapons to upgrade them. Blah, 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 blah. On the day of the upgrade, here's a big thing. It's not necessary to rush out and spend your orders right now. On the day of the upgrade, we will exchange your orders for silver at the direct rate. You'll be left with roughly the same amount as you would have bought for orders. So, nice. New gold orders will remain unchanged. Cool. I'm not going through the new training stuff for soldiers. I did a video on it. Read this dev blog. Watch the video. This stuff is kind of weird, and I don't want to spend 10 minutes going over it. All right, Q&A, the actual purpose of this video. We're going to try to go through it kind of quick, because, again, I don't want this video to be like 15 minutes. Not a tech video. What will happen to my squads? You will keep them. Great. What will happen to the customization when the campaigns are combined into a country? For the Soviets, I can get to Moscow at the beginning of World War II and Berlin at the end, but the uniforms of soldiers in the Red Army have changed. Each squad will have several clothing options, which we will associate with battle locations, and you can change these variants individually. And everything you already have is kept. Okay? So what this means, guys, is if I'm assuming that they're going to have an early, mid, and late war variant for your soldiers' uniforms, and you can change these individually and dynamically. So if you get placed in Moscow because the system wants to put you into Moscow because you're using early war gear, then it's going to give you the Moscow like preset uniforms. But if you're in Berlin and you want to play in Berlin and you have Berlin equipment, then it gives you the Berlin like gear and equipment. So that's cool. I like that. Does combining campaigns that mean that I can play on the beaches of Normandy as the Soviets? No. I'm so sick of answering that question. I'm sure they are too. Not every future separate country is ready. Japan lacks strength compared to the US. What will happen? Japan is currently going to be restricted. If you guys don't know, Japan's only going to play against low rating USA, and in the future, as we get more Japanese weapons and stuff, that'll get lifted. What about all the stuff I've earned in events? It's staying. It's staying, guys. What about the different orders? It's staying. With the new progression, how will the in-between content be added? So you can actually, they're going to be able to slot stuff in now. So if they put something in like the middle of the campaign tree, then as long as you have whatever's before it, you can unlock it. And if you have something that's after it, you can continue on, which is pretty cool. It means that if you guys go and you unlock like the Thompson, but you're low rank everywhere else, then you can use the Thompson as like a stepping stone to get to higher BRs, which is kind of cool. How can I find out what my soldier's equipment rating is? It's going to be displayed. How will the rating of the party be determined? By the highest rating of its members. In Stalingrad, engineers could use assault rifles. What happened to this? Squads will not change and will be transferred with the same mechanics, but the heavy weapon stamina drain while aiming, a feature of Stalingrad, will be removed. I'm glad this is being removed. I don't think this should be the case. I think it's silly to have like we're just going to have like one set of squads in the entire game. Like one random engineer squad can use assault rifles. That feels really weird. I think you should just like keep it all the same. That's my opinion. Will it change the way I get level 2, 3, 4 soldiers? Will it be possible to improve Assaulter 1s to Assaulter 2s? They went over that. But it's going to be easier to level them up, but 1, 2, and 3 soldiers are going to stay. Will you introduce new monetization? No. You won't be able to buy weapons and squad-related improvements for gold directly, only with silver, which will be purchasable for gold. This change will simplify the interface.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure about that?
No. You guys are this is just a way to make it worse, in my opinion, because now if you have to buy, like right now, if something costs 30 gold, I just spent 30 gold. But in this new system, they're going to have, I'm assuming, bundles of silver for gold. And so if I want to buy an M1 Garand for, and it costs 30 silver, then right now I could just spend the equivalent gold and get that. But in the new system, I'm going to have to buy 100 silver, and that's the lowest bundle or whatever. So then I'm wasting 70 silver, quote unquote. And silver is less valuable than gold. So like you're losing out on that transaction. I think you should just be able to buy things for gold directly. Like I don't buy this. I don't buy this. This change will primarily simplify the interface. What happens to premium squads and vehicles that appear as normal levels in other campaigns? Players who purchase them before the release of the update will keep them. This is stuff like the Panzer IV-G and like the there's a couple premiums like the Johnsons. There's a Johnson squad in Normandy that's a premium. They're not going to be sold anymore, but they may come back later. And you keep your bonuses, like you get the extra XP and the soldiers themselves, so that's kind of nice. Will there be an option in the new Enlisted to choose locations I don't want to be in? They have a desire to implement this, but it's unlikely to be done immediately. So they want to add, like, I don't want to play in Moscow. Like, if you don't want to play in Moscow, be like, I don't want to play in Moscow. I don't want to play Moscow maps. Just get rid of Moscow maps. They want to add a system where you can do that. But right now, I think that it'll fuck with matchmaking too much, and they have a high priority to get as many players into the same matches as possible, and so they're not going to mess with that. Will the squad structure change? No, the system is the same. Will players be somehow limited in their choice of squads in battle? For example, only one assaulter instead of the ability to take 3 or more. We don't plan to make such restrictions. You should. You should absolutely plan to make those restrictions. I think that the thing that makes Enlisted really cool is the fact that we have such diversity of squads. And the reality of it is that people aren't going to use that because people are just going to bring 6 goddamn assaulter squads or 6 engineer squads or 6 rifleman squads with M2 carbines or whatever it is. They aren't going to have that diversity that makes this game really interesting. And on top of that, Dark Flow, if you think about it, if you restrict it, then that means people have to grind out more. And if they have to grind out more, you get more people that want to buy premium because they want to grind it out faster, and more people that spend gold to grind things out faster and to buy things faster, which is more money in your pocket. So it's better for the players because players are, I hate to say it like forced, but in a forced in a good way to actually diversify their equipment. And we're not just running around seeing everybody using M3A1 grease guns or, M2 carbines or STGs and having like 4 assault squads. And at the same time, it increases the grind. So then Darkflow makes more money. So it's a win-win. I don't know why you guys wouldn't restrict it. You should restrict it. It would make the game better. Anyway, moving on. Also, it would stop it from being able to plane cycle. And plane cycling is a problem. Anyway, moving on. What is the reward for playing a random side? XP gained. Very cool. I like that a lot. Will there be a separate upgrade line for bags, grenades, and other usable items? No, these will be available separately. Well, that's not confusing. Separate upgrade line. No, they're separate. Cool. Thanks. That's please clarify this. Can a developer or a helper please clarify what the hell this means? Because this is confusing. My guess is that it means that these are just going to be available from the start, the bags, grenades, and other stuff. But the way it's worded is confusing. Anyway, if you don't see the answer to your question, it may be because there's still parts of the update that haven't been finalized yet. Neat. We'll try to answer your other questions in the comments. That's right, guys. They're in the comments down below. It's actually probably, they mean this on the forums. So you should go on the forums because they're definitely going to answer it there. But there's probably going to be helpers in the comments down below that are going to be ideally, excuse me, sorry. I had to yawn. There's probably going to be helpers down below, guys. So leave a comment down below. While you're there, leave a like and a subscribe. And oh my god, I bumped my, there's a bowl on my desk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a mess right now. It's early in the morning. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, hit the little bell thing. That's it for me. I don't want this video. This video is going to go on for too long. All right. Thanks for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the new system. I do want to know. It's awesome to discuss it. I'm not saying the new system's awesome. I think it is, but anyway, I'm rambling. Good night. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.